So let us do some revision. Are you all ready? Good morning. Are you all ready for a little revision?
Yes.
Okay. So let us do the first revision of conjunctions. Okay. So let us quickly know what conjunctions are in your basic terms without need, you need not learn the pattern. What are the basic conjunctions? What is the meaning of conjunctions? Words which join two or more sentences together. Okay. Okay. Tell me the kinds of conjunctions, their names, anyone, randomly.
Ma'am, and ma'am, because, but,
No, but the kinds, what are they called? Like coordinating conjunctions. Then the other is
ma'am, coordinating conjunctions.
then subordinating conjunctions. Then
Yes, ma'am, and then correlative.
correlative conjunctions. Okay, so coordinating conjunctions. Can you tell me some examples of coordinating conjunctions?
Ma'am, but, and,
Or not yet, for and so.
There was a small little word which I told you, fanboys. Now, what was that?
Ma'am, fanboy F means ma'am for, A means and, N for not, N for nor, ma'am B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so.
Very good. Now, I'll give you some sentences and you join them with the coordinating conjunctions. Okay. He read about the accident, dash, the news brought tears to his eyes.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
and as,
He, he read about the accident, dash, the news brought tears to his eyes.
ma'am, and,
And he read about the accident and the news brought tears to his eyes. Okay, next. I won't be there, dash, I'll send someone to help you.
ma'am, so,
Yes, so I will help someone to help you. Next, he'll be promised to the post of manager. Dash will be transferred to Chennai.
ma'am, and,
Ma'am, and
Very good, very good. Now we talk of some subordinating conjunctions. Can you name a few subordinating conjunctions?
ma'am, can I?
while, when, though, although, before, still, till, where, and unless.
Okay, these are a few. Now I will ask you a few fill in the blanks, and now this time you have to fill in the subordinating conjunctions. Okay. He
Okay.
left. He left. Dash. The match was over.
Ma'am, after.
Ma'am, after,
Very good. You are allowed to go. Dash. You have ironed all the clothes.
ma'am, before, ma'am, as,
You are
ma'am,
allowed to go
after,
Ma'am, since.
since you have ironed all the clothes.
okay, ma'am,
Next, if, sorry, I told the word. Dash, you drop that glass, it will break.
ma'am, if
Ma'am,
you drop the
if-
class, if,
If you now you are supposed to join these sentences. There are two separate sentences I'm telling you, and you will join them by using subordinating conjunctions. Okay, so here comes the first one. You want to succeed, you work hard. Sorry, you want to succeed, work hard. Now join these two sentences.
ma'am, if you
work
want,
hard, want to
work
succeed.
hard, ma'am, if you want to succeed, work hard,
Ma'am, work hard if you want to succeed.
Yes, work hard if you want to succeed. Okay, next. I scored well, he scored better.
ma'am,
Ma'am,
I scored well, but he scored better,
I scored well, then
Ma'am, but he scored better.
Better.
Okay. We ate, we were hungry.
Ma'am, because.
Ate because we are hungry.
Please make a full sentence.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
we
we
ate because
It
we were
because.
hungry.
We ate because we were hungry. Okay. Next, the Chinese built the Great Wall. They wanted to keep out their enemies.
Ma'am, the Chinese built the Great Wall because they wanted to keep out their enemies.
Very good. Now, the train came. We had reached the station before.
Ma'am, the train
Ma'am,
came after
ma'am, please repeat.
kept the
The,
station.
the train came. We had reached the station before.
ma'am,
Before the train came, we have reached the station.
No.
ma'am, the train
But
came after we have reached the station.
The train came after we had reached the station. Now you are going to fill in the blanks with the correlative conjunctions. Can you name a few correlative conjunctions?
Ma'am,
ma'am,
can I?
either or, either
And
nor.
Ma'am,
or neither nor, not only,
ma'am, whether,
Ma'am,
ma'am, whether or
Ma'am,
either
either
or,
or nor.
but, ma'am, not only but also.
Very good. Either or, neither nor, not only but also. So sooner,
Ma'am,
no
whether
sooner.
or.
So you got those clear. Now let me ask you a few sentences. I do not know dash. They will come today dash tomorrow. I do not
Ma'am,
know.
either or.
Ma'am,
ma'am, either or neither. Ma'am, either and
Ma'am,
neither.
either or. Ma'am, either or.
ma'am, I don't know whether they will come today or tomorrow.
Yes, whether they will come today or tomorrow. Okay, now we come on to prepositions. What are prepositions? You don't need to know the definition, but then you should know what preposition is. Only then you will be able to do the exercises. So, what do you think is the preposition?
Ma'am, a preposition is a word which defines the place of a noun. Ma'am,
Yes,
it
it
tells
is
the place of a noun.
tells the positioning.
Yes, ma'am. Tell the position of a noun.
Okay, means tells you in between. It tells you the relationship between a noun or a pronoun to some other word in a sentence. Okay, now tell me the preposition which you are going to put in this sentence. People always think that the grass dash the other side is greener.
Ma'am, on,
Ma'am, on.
On. Next, the little boy jumped dash the bed.
Ma'am,
ma'am
over the
on.
bed. Ma'am, over the bed.
Ma'am on
Ma'am,
the bed.
on the bed.
The little boy jumped off the bed and ran dash his mother
Ma'am,
ma'am,
towards his mother.
to his mother.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, what is the difference between over and off?
the little boy jumped over. That means there's something about which you, without touching, you jump over it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next, an old lady was standing dash me. We were
Ma'am,
waiting dash the queue.
ma'am,
ma'am,
in
Ma'am,
front
behind
and
me.
me.
behind in.
Ma'am, beside me.
मैं खड़े हो तो beside में कैसे हो जाए?
Ma'am, may I
क्यों?
tell?
Ma'am,
Yes.
behind me.
Ma'am, behind.
I'm in front
Ma'am,
of.
behind me.
Ma'am,
I'm in
an
front
old
of.
lady was standing in front me. We were waiting behind in the queue.
Preposition will be in front of, and the second will be behind in. Okay. Now talk about the preposition of time, which tells the question like when the thing happened. Okay, when the action was done at 7 p.m. in, on, sorry, since, for, during. All these are kinds of preposition telling the time. Okay, let's see. The teachers have a meeting dash 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
At at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, can you give me an example of a preposition where you use on in a sentence? Oh, and on. Look in the book. You can say from the book.
Ma'am, may I
Ma'am,
tell?
the juice is on the table.
Ma'am, my school will resume on Wednesday.
Very good. Now, preposition of place tells you where that particular thing is located, like at, in, behind, between, over, near, opposite. All these words tell you the place. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
See the preposition in a sentence. Rahul is waiting for you, dash the bus stop.
Ma'am, at the bus stop.
Okay, at could be one, otherwise near the bus stop. Okay, next. I live dash the seventh floor.
Ma'am,
Dash
on the
Ma'am,
seventh
next
floor.
to.
Ma'am, on the seventh floor.
Ma'am, on the seventh floor. Come on.
on seventh floor, but if it is a full sentence like here, it will be next to. Okay, next to the seventh floor at 21 Park Street in Kolkata. Okay, when we talk of it tells you, indicates the direction. That means it is the preposition to, over, up, down, across, along. All these tell you the direction. Okay. Then placement of prepositions. There are certain rules now which need a preposition is usually followed by a noun or a pronoun. We all know that. The pen is on the desk. Now, on is the preposition followed by desk. Okay. Then it usually is placed before the object. That means most of the times subject is there, then in between comes the preposition, and then in the end comes the object. So most of the times it is placed before the object in a sentence. Example, can you give me one example? What game are you interested in? Okay, so it is talking about the game. So in this way,
Ma'am,
fill up the sensible prepositions. Those are the buildings that I was talking
Ma'am, about.
about.
about. Where did you get the book
Ma'am, from.
from? Very good.
Ma'am, from.
Yes. Now fill in the blanks telling whether since will be used or for will be used. Okay.
Okay,
Chalo.
ma'am.
The pool car has been waiting for you dash 10 minutes.
Ma'am, you
Ma'am,
have
since.
said
Ma'am,
the
you have
answer.
answer.
Yes, ma'am, आपने answer.
Ma'am, you have told
Pardon?
the answer.
Ma'am,
The pool,
since
the pool car has been waiting for you dash 10 minutes
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
since.
for.
Ma'am,
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 since.
for.
or 10 minutes.
Ma'am,
Now, let us, before we go on, let us quickly revise where since is used, where for is used. Now, since tells us the moment of time when the action began. Since 10 days. Us din say. Okay. Now, for tells us the duration of the action. It tells us how long it lasted. Okay. From beginning till end. Now, since tells you जब शुरू हुआ था, जिस दिन से शुरू हुआ था. For tells you the whole time gap from this time to this time. Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Then
ma'am.
instead of doing the exercises, let us quickly revise these because many a times we get confused. Now there is second word which is very confusing many a times, between and among. Now between suggests a position between two objects. Between. I sat between Radha and Rita. So there are two things involved when we put between. Okay. Now, when we talk of among, it is more than two people than we use among. The sweets were distributed among the children. It is not that the sweets were distributed between the children. No. The chocolate was shared between the two kids, or the chocolate was shared between Radha and Rita, but the sweets were distributed among the children. Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Next, what is more, many a times confused is beside and besides. Okay? Now, beside means next to. She sat beside me. She sat next to me. ठीक है? Beside, beside, beside means next to. She sat beside me. Amna sat beside her mother. Okay, now comes besides. This besides means other than. That means besides studying, Amna loves to knit. Got it? Other than. This besides, the other means in addition to. Yeah, other than that. Okay, I repeat again. Beside means next to. Besides means other than that. Yeah, in addition to that. So what did I tell? Besides dancing, matlab dance ke alawa, Amna loves to sing. Okay? Amna sat beside Rita. Now here, beside is next to, and besides means other than. Did you get this clear? Is this
Yes,
much
ma'am.
clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Next is subject verb agreement. Now, we all need to know that the verb in a sentence must agree to the subject. If the subject is plural, the verb would also be accordingly. If the subject is singular, then the word according to will also be that. Many a times we use collective noun in a subject as a subject, like the herd of cattle. Now, herd here is considered as one particular collection as one. But since it is talking about plural form, we say the herd of cattle were grazing in the field. Though we have said herd of cattle, that means only cattle, not cattles. But then herd is collection taken as one. So we say were. The cattle was grazing in the field. That means one particular cattle was, the cow was grazing in the field. So these are the various agreements which you need to remember and need to follow. Please go through this subject verb agreement. This is very important, not only regarding your exams point of view, but also for your day-to-day life. It is needed the most because that helps you in upgrade your spoken English, the way you talk. Okay. Did you get it? Please go through this reading of it again, because I know only the exercise will come. But no need to mug up these exercises if you do not know the concept, isn't it? So you need to know the concept first. Then we come on to the next. Let us do prefixes and suffixes quickly. Now, prefixes
Ma'am, our
are the,
active and passive voice is left.
yeah, I forgot. Sorry. Now, active has a subject, verb, and object. Now, in a passive, the the object takes up the subject's place and the subject takes up the object's place. Okay? And it turns out to be a passive voice. Okay?
yes, ma'am.
I ate an apple. Now here I is the subject, ate is the verb, and object is an apple. This is an active voice. Now, to turn it into passive, I ate an apple. Now, this apple has to come to the subject side. So, how will you say? An
Ma'am,
apple
an
Ma'am,
apple
an apple
was
was
eaten
eaten
by
by me.
by me.
Ma'am,
Now,
eaten by
now
me.
in this particular sentence, did you notice the various changes? The
Yes,
an
ma'am.
was eaten. Okay, the verb form has changed. Ate has turned into eaten, and then by, most of the times a passive voice has by. The word by is the best indicator to tell whether the sentence is in active form or is in passive form. If you see by, understand that it is a passive sentence. Now by me. Now here I has changed to me. Okay. So these are the various changes which took place not only in the form of a verb, ate has turned into was eaten, and I, the pronoun I, has changed into me. Clear?
So, ma'am, in passive voice, we replace the subject and the object.
Yes, we most of the times replace the subject and the object.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
and best key, and we have to keep a track of the tense which is used. If it is in past tense, you will convert I ate an apple. मैंने खाया था. Ate is a past tense of eat. I eat an apple. Supposing I said I eat an apple, then it will be changed. The apple is eaten by me. Is a present, was is a past, isn't it? So there will be changes like this. You have to see the tense of the verb and then act accordingly. Okay?
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the basic things. Then happy to do direct and indirect also? No. We have not done that, no? That is not coming. Okay, so we were talking about prefix and suffix. Now, prefix is any word which is added to the in front of the main word, and suffix is any word which is added behind of the main word to give it a new meaning. Okay, so you need to know these suffixes and prefixes very nicely. Then there are certain words. What else did we do?
Ma'am,
Just
idioms also.
idioms, yes. Idioms are those words which help you to get into the real pulse of to make a language more decorative. Okay. Then we talked of one word, different parts of a speech. That means one word. It could be also used as a noun in a sentence, and then it can be replaced and it could also be used as a verb. So these changes you have to see. Okay. So we
Excuse
have
me,
done
ma'am.
word, then we have done suffixes, prefixes, proverbs. Did we do proverbs also?
No, ma'am.
Is it coming? No, it is not coming. No, no. Let me just quickly see the syllabus and then tell you
Excuse me,
only
ma'am.
words, prefixes, suffixes, and one word different parts of the speech. Yes, child?
Ma'am, in prefixes and suffixes, do we have to learn the meanings also?
You need not, but at least for your knowledge sake, you should know. It won't be
Okay.
asked, I think. Now,
Okay.
idioms only learn those which are ticked, and those are a blessing in disguise, as right as rain, better late than never, break the ice, fit as a fiddle, it's a piece of cake, let the cat out of the bag, no pain, no gain, once in a blue moon, the ball is in your pot. Time flies when you're having fun. Then under the weather, then well begun is half done. And you can't lead a horse to what you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And plus these 15 words, sentences which are here. Okay? Is this
Okay, ma'am.
much clear to each one of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo. Now be more prepared. Tomorrow I will take a written test, maybe.